Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're talking about something new to me. We're talking about the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. We're going to do a review, swatches, wear test, all that jazz. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. As you know, I have my online consulting service. This is where you get the chance to talk to me one-on-one. It's personalized. You don't have to share me with thousands of people. So if you're looking for makeup advice and you want it from the comfort of your own home, go ahead and book a session today. All right, the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I got myself some samples from Sephora. We're gonna go ahead and just break down the product. We're gonna do some swatches, review. I also have wear tests from I think 3 or 4 different times of the day. So that's today's video. Okay, Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. This retails at a pretty reasonable luxury price of 89 US plus tax, 89 US. Okay. This is a liquid formula that's medium coverage. It has hyaluronic acid in there, but it also has a matte finish. And what's interesting is that it's a matte finish, but it says on the website that it's best for dry, combo, and normal skin. Interesting. It's interesting that it says dry first, because when I think of matte, I think my idea of matte foundations was scarred from a decade ago, where matte meant sucking the life out of you and just leaving you dry and patchy. But I've come to realize it might be something different. It is described as a long-wearing foundation infused with hyaluronic acid and also a light diffusing microsphere that offers a blurring effect and a skin-like matte finish in 40 shades. The shade range is really nice, and so I'm interested in blurring effect, skin-like, and also the matte finish. So in my little sample pack here, I have 3 shades to choose from. 4 shades here. So there is the first one, 0.5 Porcelain. This is described as fair with neutral undertones. Then we have number 4, Fawn, a light medium with warm olive undertones. Then we have 7.2 Sepia. Now this is a medium dark with warm golden undertones. And the darkest color in the pack here is Mocha, a dark deep with neutral undertones. So what I'll do is I'm going to do a little swatch of all 4 of these along my jawline here, just to give you a reference. Clearly, only one of these will work for me, but I just think it'd be interesting to show you. And also on the back of the pack here, we have the grid with all the shades offered. So go ahead and pause it here because you can see the grid of all the colors and shade selections and also the ingredient list. Let's start from fairest to deepest. So 0.5 Porcelain first. As suspected, way too fair for me. Let's move on to number 2. This is number 4, Fawn, 4.0 Fawn. You'll have to forgive my broken manicure. It's on its last legs here. This is definitely more in my wheelhouse here. Interesting. This is an interesting shade. Now we have 7.2 Sepia. And the last color is 10.5 Mocha. I look like a zebra of cosmetics. So obviously the first shade and the last shade are huge. Non merci, clearly not for me. But I think this number 4 and 7.2 is sort of in my wheelhouse, because when I did the wear test, I actually wore this one here, this 7.2. I don't know what possessed me to do so, but when I blended it out, it matched everything and gave me a little bit of a golden hue. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of this and go ahead and do an application. So what I'll do for today's video is I will mix the 4.0 Fawn with 7.2 Sepia, because the point of these little packs here, listen, if you can get your exact shade match, that's fabulous, but it's also a bit more of a guide, and it's also to see the finish, the wear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the center of the face with the lighter shade and the contours with the deeper one, and then blend it out. So let's start off in the center here, because when I did the swatch of Fawn, it looks really light. Like when you look at it like this, it looks way too fair. So let me just do a little bit of contour with my foundation. Going into my handy Sephora number 56 foundation brush, I'm just going to blend these together. I would say that my blend here is not a perfect shade match, but that's okay. I still have to add concealer to lighten it up, blush, etc. So as far as blending goes, it's very easy to blend, but I do find that it dries down. So it's a liquid foundation, but it's not like this runny, serum-y, fluid foundation. So when you leave it on the skin, like I did for a few seconds, it does actually dry down just a little bit. So just be mindful of that. But as far as blending goes, it's really quite seamless. It's really easy to diffuse. Even though it did dry down and stay in place a little bit, it's still diffused quite nicely, and it feels like nothing on the skin. It dried down very quickly. It doesn't feel thick, it doesn't feel wet or anything like that. It feels really light on the skin. So this is just like the full face with just the foundation. This is meant to have a soft matte, soft blurring effect, and you do see it instantly. Like once you blend it out, it looks luminous, but not in a oily, greasy, slick way, just like a soft velvet, like we've seen in a lot of other matte foundations. It looks really light, really healthy. It looks hydrated at the same time. You know, it's not giving me the Sahara Desert with dry patches. It just looks really nice. There's nothing getting collected in any pores or any fine lines, anything like that. So I think the next step is going to be just to do the rest of my makeup, some concealer, some blush, just to give you what it would actually look like when you normally wear it. As I wait for my concealer to set a little bit, it says here that the formula stays true to color for up to 10 hours, so it doesn't oxidize, it doesn't change color, and it's also resistant to any sort of fading for up to 10 hours as well. It's supposed to provide a matte finish without looking cakey or dry. Very, very good. And the soft focus microspheres, it's sort of like they added a blurring powder into the foundation 2-in-1. So you could add a blurring powder if you wanted to, but there is this blend in here that does the blurring for you if you want to. Okay, so this is the full face. Now let's go ahead and talk about the wear test, because it says here that it's supposed to last for up to 10 hours. It's quite reasonable, because I feel like a lot of foundations, when they do their wear test, they say that it's gonna last for like 16, 18 hours, and like that's great, but like that's not really my life. I don't expect anything to last that long makeup wise. So the first wear test here is directly after lunch. So like 3 or 4 hours after application. This is right after eating and drinking. So it really looks the exact same. Nothing has really changed here. The second wear test is after a walk in the hot sun. Definitely a very hot day. You can see a little bit of the sunglass imprint around my nose, but it still held up quite nicely. Like it didn't really fade around. And again, I'm wearing just Sepia in the wear test, and I don't know if my tan has faded or something, but in the wear test, like Sepia doesn't look too dark. As I'm looking at myself now, I feel like it looks almost too warm and too orangey, so I'm kind of hesitating applying any bronzer, but let me know how it looks on camera for you guys watching at home. So this, the wear test is probably, I'd say 5 or 6 hours, and then this is the end of the day. This is 10 hours here. There is a little bit of fading around the nose and the mouth, nothing too wild, but there is absolutely nothing being collected in the creases. Like, I smile a lot, so I have smile lines. There's nothing being collected here. There is nothing being picked up on any dry patches. You can see a little bit of shine on my forehead. So if you do have oily skin, maybe set it with more mattifying powder or maybe a mattifying spray, something like that. But unfortunately, this foundation is fabulous. It's great. Honestly, I am so wowed. I can see why people love it because it's just a great foundation. Like, it looks really, really natural. It's medium coverage, but I think if you use a little bit less, it's a little bit more sheer. It's not as intense. You could definitely build this up and have it be a bit more high coverage if you wanted to. If you have any spots you want to correct and hide, do a little dab of foundation and let it set for like 30 seconds. That, just leaving it to set on your skin to dry, will offer more coverage. So you can go ahead and do that if you want more coverage, but it looks so natural. It looks luminous. It's a soft velvet matte. It's not drying. It's not cakey. It's not too oily. Like, there is a little bit of luminosity. Like, I'm not wearing any highlighter whatsoever. There's no highlighter on my face. No priming, illuminating anything. It's just skincare, sunscreen, and then the foundation with a bit of blush and concealer. So yeah, it's a great foundation. It really holds up really nicely as well for like the sun, the heat, the humidity. There's a little bit of movement around the sunglasses, but that's a thing that happens. Like, if you want a very long wearing, more medium coverage foundation that gives you a really nice soft matte finish, this is great. And if you have dry skin, dehydrated skin, even mature skin, I think you would still love it because it looks very natural. And I think sometimes matte foundations look more natural than the very glowy, luminous ones, because normally your skin might have a little bit of luminosity, but not like a disco ball. So it's a great foundation. I totally encourage you to get it. Maybe try to get some samples to get the perfect shade match, but if you already know your shade, like, go ahead. It's 100% Ally approved. It's a great foundation. Yeah, 100%. I'm very sorry to tell you because I know it's a very expensive one, but I can see why. And you know, it's probably gonna last you a long time. It's 30 ml, 30 milliliters. How much foundation do you use every day? Like one pump, maybe two, maybe three with this one because it is more medium. So it's gonna be a good product for you. So yeah. As I mentioned, this is not a new product on the market, but it's new to me. Sometimes I like to test out these new to me items because I just see them around when I go shopping and I keep hearing people talk about them and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll give it a try. And it's a great foundation, 100%. You should definitely give it a try. Let me know if you've already tried this foundation. Let me know if you like it or dislike it. And let me know if you like me reviewing and testing out old favorites, or not really old favorites, but new to me. Like, this has been out for a while. I don't know when it came out, probably a couple of years ago at this point, but let me know if you like this type of video. If you're new to my channel, hi, thanks for subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hi, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching all of my content and my videos. Thank you for all of your support and all of your likes and your comments. I really, really appreciate all the love and support you send my way. And on that note, I think that's all I have for you guys for today. Whenever I do these reviews, I try to think of like every single question you would ask me. So I think I did a good job. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.